And it just so happens that the shirt I wore literally matches. This always happens.
All I got is Naruto.
Like, I don't know why, but every episode, when it comes to the topic, somehow I wear a shirt that matches. Then this wasn't planned or at all.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, that's what we're here for today. We're gonna talk about what niggas fuck around and find out. Like those fights that you just know that you're about to walk in and you like, I got this, dog. This finna be a breeze. Pack up,
the more you fucked around, the more you found out that this shit not a breeze.
Nah.
Nah, man. How your day going?
Good, man. I went and got me some rum, so you know it's lit. Like, we're recording this, and at some point, we're not going to tell you the exact date, but the game's about to start, and you know it's going to be a good night.
Or don't nobody play? Or the Lakers don't play tonight. I think.
Nah. So
no one plays tonight.
So the Hawks and the Celtics are playing now. Like,
the Knicks. The Knicks and the Cavs.
Yeah, the Knicks are playing.
Nuggets and the Timberwolves play tonight. See, those are people that we don't even bother ourselves with because we know that those niggas suck.
I mean, nah, not the Nuggets. The Nuggets have been on a roll this year.
Nuggets are ass. They're gonna make it to the second round and lose.
Yeah, probably. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I do think that they're one of those like, oh man, you gonna fuck around and find out because like everybody keeps hyping Jokic like MVP, and you don't go nowhere. You don't like where you going, bro? You get stopped at round one. Like you make it past the first round, and then they like,
and then you get stumped in the second, or like the bubble year, they got stumped in the Western Conference Finals, and it wasn't even a fucking, wasn't even close. Shit, they lost like 4-1. They lost in Game 5.
Like
and
it wasn't even like, yeah, we got this. It was like,
nah. They damn swept your ass.
It's like, damn, bro, I really want this one, huh?
I mean, hey, that's what happens, bro. When you get out there and you think you're gonna win some shit and real niggas show up.
Yeah, you find out you really Yamcha and you in the battle. Like,
I mean, and here's the thing though, right? We can start off with Dragon Ball Z, what it is. Dragon Ball Z. Mm-hmm. I don't think Yamcha fucked around and found out. I think he already knew that he wasn't that guy, but he was like, I'll take the first fight anyway.
So he hung around enough back in the days where it was like, I could hang with Goku then. I could hang with some of the characters back then.
Yamcha struggled with 12-year-old Goku. Struggled. And the only beat him the first time because the nigga was severely hungry.
Yeah.
That's it. After that,
like people love to forget that
has
part.
Never been on the level of being able to even touch Goku. And that was since Goku was 12.
Yeah, that was young, trained by Master Gohan Goku.
Like Master Gohan Goku was beating Yamcha at 12. But I would say in that fight, in that series of fights, it would have been Nappa. That was like, oh, this is an easy dub when Goku came back.
Man,
when Goku came back,
that one for the next episode. But I got a better one for you. When Piccolo showed up on Frieza, thinking, I got this one, big dog. Like I merged with Neil.
I don't know about that one. Mainly because Piccolo forced Frieza to go to the next level in order to win because he was beating the dog shit out of Frieza.
Yeah, but Frieza was lazy and arrogant. So Frieza showed up in his like base form at all times.
Right. Remember, Frieza had never went past his second form until he fought Piccolo.
Yeah, and I'll get
at least it had been such a long time since Frieza had been past his final form. And he was like, you're literally like one of the first, outside of his brother and his father,
right?
One of the first mortals to ever make me go past my second form. So I don't think that was a fuck around and find out moment. I think that was like, okay, I respect you enough to go to the next level, even though you're not on my level. Now, fuck around and find out from Dragon Ball Z. Fuck.
The Ginyu Force versus Goku.
Oh, yeah,
when
but
he pulled up,
like I hate using that because that was such a clear like you're nowhere near gonna win this match. Like we as an audience knew that shit.
But they were kicking the shit out of Vegeta. Like,
oh yeah,
Vegeta was
Raccoon was beating his ass. Yeah. But to be fair, Goku had like 4 days or however long it was the time to train and then land and get there. Vegeta didn't have that.
Goku was getting it in the like the zero gravity, and he started all that like I'm a train and no gravity and try to see how my body reacts kind of thing.
But I will say from one that's not in Dragon Ball Z, an easy one was I feel like both of these kind of like they double because on our Sunday episode we're gonna talk about I'm him, right? So I'm that nigga.
Yeah.
So a lot of these double because on one side the Kurapika versus one of the seven the troop.
The spiders, the Phantom Troops.
And dude thought it was gonna be easy wash.
Yo, because he was peeing on top of like the other dudes that he beat. He's like, just say nothing. I'm drunk and I'm still.
And then found out like, oh fuck, this is not it. Like,
because he just thought he was like run of the mill bodyguard. You got hired because you seen an ad, thought that you were gonna make a little bit of cash. Right. Nah, bro, I'm the real deal.
Like, weak niggas, and then you just get body. Like,
if you look at Kurapika, that is not the dude that you're like, you gonna beat my ass, bro. All right.
Not like that. But that was the same shit. That was the same with motherfucking Asta and Seke. Seke showed up to that fucking entry.
Asta ain't have no magic. And he was like,
oh, easy ball.
This one's on me.
Asta pulled out that home run bat. Hit that nigga right over the fence. Boom. Done. Asta said, get a quitter out of there.
That was like a clear cut. I don't even know why you fucked around with me.
Yeah, because I don't want to classify that as Asta's I'm him moment because that fight was so easy. Like,
dude barely even make a sweat. Like,
dude swung one time and knocked him cold out. Yeah.
So like, in my head, like I'm trying to think, like what was Asta's biggest I'm him moment? Like I don't think he had, like he's had a lot of.
That's gonna be on Sunday. His I'm him moment on Sunday. We'll talk about that on Sunday.
So like, while you aren't a One Piece fan,
a few I'm him moments.
I will tell you, like one of my favorite One Piece moments was when they got to when they get to this part and they this big team, right? Like we didn't declare war on the government. We didn't did this. We didn't did that. We the straw hats. We can't lose. Plot armor, right? Admiral shows up and they like, yo, we beat down from the last fight. We still ain't recovered.
Mm-hmm.
Man, dude wiped out the whole crew. Like before that whole like war started and you like, oh, that war is terrible. Luffy's crew got split. Like he just knew, hey, we could take this fight if we together. All 7 of us. Like, we got this. We a team. We a unit. Nah, he looked back one by one. Them niggas was getting wiped out. He was just like, run. We are not it. We are not equipped. We not about to win this fight. Go home.
Yeah, this shit is over.
Yeah, he spent 2 years training after that.
This shit, it was the same with Neji. When Neji fought Naruto, and he was like, oh yeah, fate said you're gonna lose. I'm better than you. I'm about to give you these hands.
Like, you a loser. You can't win this fight.
Beat his ass.
Why would
you? I don't want to say beat his ass. He definitely beat him, but he didn't beat his ass. Yeah, ass whooping is no contest, right?
There was no contest on that ass whooping. Naruto popped up out of the ground.
No, that was absolutely Neji did not just lose that fight. Neji made it a fight. Neji never just loses a fight.
It was a one-sided fight. I did not think Naruto, as the main,
that was not one-sided,
was gonna win that.
Oh, you're talking about from Neji's side.
No, from Neji's side. Neji was beating his ass.
Neji was beating his ass.
Yeah. Naruto had nothing for him. He tried.
It was all the way up to it. I think at the time only Neji and Shikamaru were Jonins.
Yeah.
That's how much of a prodigy Neji was, but Naruto just gave them like, hey, look, hands, nigga. Like,
what you got, dog?
Well, that's crazy because Neji was also hands, but
dog, all day, 64 trigrams of hands.
Yeah, like I'm gonna bust your ass, but Naruto's like, nah, bro, I'm about to shadow clone the fuck out of you and just keep beating your ass.
So since we talking about who pulls up with the most like savage look and savage energy, I always expected more out of Kiba, but I swear to God, every time bro showed up to a fight, he had like all the ferocity, all the talent. Like
I think they did him dirty, yo. They did him dirty. His beast mimicry was nice at most, but instead of a dog, I think they should have gave him a wolf.
Yeah, like that would have been Akamaru didn't turn into like this wolf.
Akamaru had been more of a wolf, so that when he grew up, he would have been like a big ass like wolf.
Nah, absolutely. Because when he went into that fight by himself, I was like, oh man, everybody else might be able to take this dub, but Kiba. Mm-hmm. I don't got faith in him.
Yeah, and then I just think beast mimicry was just I don't know, it was an okay like jutsu.
So it was a waste on him because if anyone else with a different beast, say for example when Naruto pulled out Kurama, when he could make him like live outside of himself, if he could mimic that, and you got two like Jinchurikis just running next to each other.
I mean, I like their fusion better. Right.
No, their fusion's dope, but I'm just saying.
But
in total, if you're going for like the big monster type attack and you need to shoot off like giant tail beast bombs, go for it, bro. But yeah, as an overall, like Kiba was definitely a waste of potential because he showed up to every fight like unprepared.
Kiba was absolutely a waste of potential.
He was the weak link.
Along with Shino was also a waste of potential. You could have did a lot better with Shino's and his insects. You could have did a lot better.
Yeah, they definitely like. So I expected Shino to be like the ace in the hole to every situation. He shows up and he has a bug for no matter what the problem was, but that wasn't Shino. Mm-hmm. Like he took as many L's as he should have taken like dubs. And it was like, nah, bro, you should have been like the undefeated. Mm-hmm. You in the background, you're the bug guy. So every bug you send out is just specialized to take them out every time.
Believe it or not, that Jiraiya fight with Pain definitely wasn't a fight that I thought was gonna go as planned.
So listen, when I figured it was 6 of them and just one of him,
I should have did your best to flee.
Yeah.
But he thought, Jiraiya was overconfident, thought he was going to get this, and Nagato put them hands on him.
So what he really thought was going to happen was he would be able to escape if things got too bad. And when things started to get too bad and he realized he couldn't escape, he was like, yes, I'm just going to die. I love Jiraiya. But it was just like, and I mean, dog, he pulls up to most fights like Joey. Like, if the God ain't on my side, I guess I'm just gonna die.
I mean, don't get it twisted. I think Jiraiya definitely legendary signing, obviously one of the greatest fighters there. But because he didn't know about Nagato's ability, it's like I don't think they knew very much about the Rinnegan. He didn't know that there was 6 of them. He didn't know that he could bring one back from the dead. Nope. Like, that's some shit that you need to know beforehand.
Hey, that's intel you need because when you know, A, y'all all connect, like all of y'all eyes can see each other. B, if I kill one of y'all, not only will you see it, but you could bring them back.
Yeah.
And C.
And then all of you have different
y'all there are. So I'm fighting off an infinite number. And then let's not forget, we live in a world where like clones is a basic jutsu. Like, just because Naruto does a shadow clone, most ninjas could make an extra clone.
Remember, the shadow clone jutsu that at Naruto's level was was a banned jutsu, and it was actually it was forbidden, and you're never supposed to create that many. Most ninjas only could create, and even if they tried, they could only create up to 2 extra copies. That was it.
Right, but each one of Pain could make potentially. Not saying that they did.
Remember, those aren't clones. Those are actual bodies. Like they're not cloning each other. Those are actual bodies with all different abilities. So they weren't copies of one another. Right. They were like 6 different people.
Yeah. And like that's what I'm saying. Fighting 6 different niggas, you don't know how many people you could
found out real quick that hey, you was fucking around there a little bit too much, Jiraiya, and you found out with your life. And it just sucks.
You know what I thought was a crazy fight? The 3rd Hokage versus fucking Orochimaru.
I don't think that was a fuck around and find out. Nah. I think that was a really good fight with Orochimaru having a lot of preparation time, planning, and counting on the 3rd Hokage being so old. Because
so
we already know
on his age.
3rd Hokage, arguably the strongest ninja to ever exist.
Yeah, I mean, from what they said, not from what we've seen, from what they said,
he's mastered every jutsu, right?
And could do every element.
His arsenal was so diverse that you could not beat him.
Yeah, you couldn't plan for him, and he caught him by surprise
until he was old. And Orochimaru said it. He was like, and I think even the 3rd Hokage said, he said, if I wasn't so old, like prime me, this fight would have been over like 4 minutes tops. This fight would have never lasted that long.
Like the fact that you held me here and like you're able to do all of this is insane. Like you would have never been able to.
Right. And the fact that he hesitated a lot because it was Orochimaru. I think if it was anybody else, he wouldn't have hesitated as much.
Yeah.
And so that cost him. So imagine a nigga that's like 80-something years old giving you work.
Dog. Because like all these old dudes in these animes.
And it was 3v1. Because he called the 2nd Hokage and the 3rd Hokage from the grade.
He called the 1st and the 2nd.
Oh, the 1st and 2nd from the grade. And was going to call the 4th. But, he was able to stop the 4th from being
Man, if he would have called out the 4th, then that would have been.
Oh, that would have been a wrap. He would have.
No way. You're not even taking a pinky finger off of Orochimaru. Like,
no. You got the fastest ninja alive, who's also very smart, who doesn't have his own free will. Yeah, it would have been a wrap.
So I'm somewhere between wanting to talk about Sasuke and like fucking around and finding out, and waiting until Sunday, because the Raikage definitely showed who the fuck he was.
I don't know, bro. We can talk about this a little bit now because I'm not 100% sure. Remember, Sasuke was fighting the Raikage, both his henchmen, the niggas on the ground. Mind you, he just finished fighting a bunch of other niggas. And being held
up for that fight.
And being held. He never fully recovered from the Itachi fight. And he was literally hanging from the ceiling with the other Kages around. So Sasuke more than held his own.
So more or less he held his own, right? Because he walked away with no limbs missing. He got his ass whooped, but he took the Raikage's arm. He did take his arm.
And then was still able to go out and beat Danzo.
Yes.
So I mean, that Sasuke is that nigga. Don't get it twisted.
But he also took 2 L's in that same arc. He took the L from Killer B trying to take him in, and Killer B wiped their whole squad.
Oh yeah. Killer B wiped the squad.
Killer B was not playing around.
This is pre-Itachi's eyes.
Right, but he still he walked up. It was a 4-on-1 fight.
Yeah.
Like that should have been easy money. I'm Sasuke. I'm here to take what the fuck I want.
Why would it be easy money? That's a whole Jinchuriki that's trained and understands his powers. That should have nowhere near been an easy fight. That's why the Akatsuki couldn't do it. It was nowhere near an easy fight.
Yeah, I mean,
I knew for a fact that Killer B was I'm him. Like that was not an easy.
It's just Jujutsu Kaisen. We rolling up on you, and it's 4-on-1.
Yeah,
like fight back, nigga.
Yeah, like, and Ganjo has one of the biggest like I'm him fights like ever.
Oh no, Gojo's definitely like.
We'll talk about that on Sunday. Because that's definitely an I'm him.
Yeah, nah, we can't even mention him without saying I'm him. That dimension explain like I'm him, nigga. Like the fuck did you think this was?
Ridiculous.
So I'm not gonna mention Rengoku because like what we not about to do is put dirt on his name. Like he didn't show up.
They didn't put dirt on his name. They just put dirt on his body.
Yeah, they absolutely did. They scooped the shit out of that nigga.
Put him in the dirt.
I did not fall in love with him as hard as like everybody else did watching that movie where like niggas was like, I'm crying at the end of it.
I mean, so my thing is though, he held his own.
He did.
He not had to protect Tanjiro, fucking, and the rest of
the train and everybody else. He could have fought to his full ability.
Could have fought to his full potential without distraction. I still don't think, because later on, for spoiler alert for those that have not finished fucking Demon Slayer, you find out that he wasn't that the third moon wasn't using his full potential nowhere near either.
So he not only was he not using his full potential, but if we getting into that spoiler territory, when you up in them earlier, like them higher up levels, death is an option. You can fight off. Oh my God, you sliced off my neck.
You can't kill him.
Yeah. Like, so Rengoku would not have
when Tanjiro killed him. He still made the choice to not come back. He could have tried and be like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna come back and kill y'all. He didn't. He was like, all right. We ain't gonna give him all the spoilers, but we just know that Rengoku wasn't, even if you put them together.
He would have had to hold him till the sun came out to win that fight.
That's the only way Rengoku wins is depending on how much time they have until sunrise. But if you're starting at midnight and sunrise ain't enough for another 7 hours,
Rengoku would have had to burn the forest and keep him in the sun.
Rengoku's losing, hands down.
Hands down, was not taking that fight.
He was really just toying with him, low key.
He wanted to make him into a demon.
Yeah, he wanted.
He made his intentions known, and he said, "Yo, you would make a great sparring partner. We could do this for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
why not come along with me?" Mm-hmm. And that was really his intent. He was not going to let Rengoku win that fight. Period.
No. Another one, but I feel like this whole show was shit don't go as expected. Fucking Attack on Titan. So fucking Eren is fighting the fucking female Titan, right? Yep. And dead ass, you're thinking the whole time, okay, at some point, Eren is gonna win this fight. When she really is beating this nigga ass the whole way. I want to say, plot armor saves this motherfucker because she is whooping his ass.
Yeah.
Hands down. And I'm
but he benefited from having
had more time at learning how to use the Attack Titan because this female Titan was beating his ass.
So while we on Attack on Titan, what about when he turned into the Beast Titan and just knew he had Levi?
No, we can't use that one because that's an I'm him moment for Levi.
Levi had so many I'm him moments though.
Nah, nothing bigger than that one.
All right, you right. I'm gonna give you that one.
That's his biggest one.
So, what about Ali Jr. from Baki? Did you see that one?
So no, explain that one.
All right. So in Baki, well, actually in Japan, you know that Ali is this big respected figure because he took on the legendary wrestler. So my wrestling fans gonna have to forgive me for this, But there's a legendary wrestler. There's this boxer versus a wrestler fight. You familiar with that one? When Ali goes over to Japan, he kicks him in the leg. That fucks up Ali's legs. But from that moment on, Ali's one of the most respected people in all of Japan. You cannot be hired and be a black man and be. It's Muhammad Ali and Jesus. Like, that's how they see it. But in the anime, it was Muhammad Ali Jr. So he had a son that followed in his footsteps. Not Layla, not a daughter, his son. So they have this giant tournament. Everybody's here for it. And then the tournament turns into something different. So the tournament turns into a fight between like one style of fighting to the other style of fighting. Tournament's over. Now Ali Jr. seeing Baki with his girl. And he's like, I want your girl. Not only do I want your girl, I think I can beat you in a fight. So we start beating this nigga out. He start beating him out. Then he asks his girl on a date. So he's like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna fight you. So he took his girl out. And he's like, I see you in the ring. So they step in, and this whole time Ali's been training around town with all the like big dudes that like Baki would fight with, all the, you know, the big name guys, and Ali Jr. was knocking them out. Shit, he even got one over on his pops. But they get to this fight, and Baki choked his ass out. It wasn't even close. Like, Baki did one quick shot to the nuts, grabbed that boy, put him in a chokehold. It was a wrap. Like,
out like motherfucking light bulb. Boy, I tell you.
Choked his ass out.
Baki's one of those shows where it's like, I like it. It's a good anime, but it's like, is anybody ever gonna be able to beat these niggas? Like, ever? Or are we just creating another fucking Superman Dragon Ball Z frame where these niggas will never lose?
So I've been watching
Baki's dad.
I don't know if anybody could be Baki's dad.
Like, who's beating this nigga?
This nigga is literally like pulled up, and he got some I'm him moments.
I mean, like, just like one of them is where like he killed the dude by just slapping his head. Like, he didn't crush his head, he just slapped it like that. Motherfucker dead. I'm like, bro, like, I don't understand this shit.
Dog, that nigga was. We gonna go into Yujiro Hama and the I'm him moments, but this nigga versus an army, that's a fight you want to see.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of fights that niggas want to see, bro. Like, okay, well, this probably was Ichigo's I'm him moment, because him versus Aizen was definitely.
Nah. Aizen versus Ichigo was Aizen's I'm him moment, so he had to.
Aizen's I'm him moment was when
he took on the whole Soul Society and made them look like pussies, like
all
the captains.
And they were trying, like actively trying to get Rukia, and Aizen was like, I don't know why you niggas is even bothering.
I don't even know why you would do this. Like, that sounds stupid on your part.
Why y'all even? I don't even know why y'all here right now.
That was
but like, well, Ichigo's first fight with Aizen, Aizen like almost ignored him for a little bit. Like, he didn't even try to show him his Zanbakuto. He was just like, you're not even worth, like,
yeah, you're not on my level, bro. Right. Back down.
But Ichigo really thought he had a chance. He's like, nah, I can beat this man. And Aizen's like, bro, like, nah, go train some more, bro. You still need another training arc. Like,
you need at least two more before
you need at least 2 more episodes, bro, of training. Like, go do that and then come back. And then Ichigo had his I'm him moment after that. So
yeah, nah, he definitely did. So dog, we got to talk about your boy Vegeta. Vegeta showed up to so many fights thinking I'm him, like I'm that guy. I'm gonna get this done.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So
I'm a vivid Vegeta fan, and I guarantee you niggas like to sway shit without using all of the facts.
So Vegeta versus Android 17 versus Android 16, 16, 17, 18.
Right, but no one was strong at that given moment. Nobody was stronger than the Android. No.
Okay. I'll give you that one. Why the fuck would Vegeta allow them to take a cell to take in the androids?
Oh, but they explained that the arrogance of a Super Saiyan. Now, the only reason why that never, and it affected Gohan when he got to Super Saiyan 2, but you don't really see it happen. It happens to Goku when he turns Super Saiyan against
But it
Frieza.
doesn't happen to the human Saiyans.
It does not happen to half-blooded Saiyans.
Yeah, because
you don't see it until Gohan does it when he turns Super Saiyan 2. That's when you see the arrogance like take over completely. Yeah, but Vegeta was already naturally an arrogant person, a prideful person. So him as Super Saiyan was just even more arrogance. Like,
right. But in Vegeta's defense,
I would argue that Goku would have done the same thing because they like to test their power and fight against stronger people. Goku would have done the exact same thing. The only one that didn't want to see that happen was Trunks, and that's because he knew what could have happened.
Yeah, Trunks ain't dumb. Like, but the half human that's been to the future, that's seen the destruction that Cell creates and the androids. Well, not Cell, but
he only seen the destruction of the androids.
He was like, nah, bro, like, we got to stop this because you're allowing something to happen thinking you can stop it. I couldn't, and I watched my friend die.
Did you know that Cell was technically only 6 years old?
Did you know that at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo was only like 7?
Yeah.
Like,
because I think he was 3 when he fought Goku in the martial arts tournament. He was only like 3.
He had to be like 2 or 3 because he had just been birthed.
Yeah. I think he was like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
when Gohan
7.
met them, he was like 4.
Yeah. Because he met Gohan, he was 4. So he had been like 7 in Dragon Ball Z. And then, you know, a little bit older when he fights Cell. But for the most part, yeah.
I feel like he had to be like an adult age because he merged with Kami. So like merging with Kami, you definitely should take all his years.
Well, remember that the Piccolo that merges with Kami isn't the Piccolo that fused away from Kami. Demon King Piccolo is the one that fused away from Kami.
Right. But like even fusing back, you should gather like some part of Kami should have lived on as like
only his wisdom. Remember, they said he agreed. Piccolo said, "We're going to use my body because you're old and wrinkled and fucking you can't."
Yeah, you're right.
And then Kami's like, "Okay, fine. We'll use your body, my wisdom, to get things done." And so that's how they go from there. But my question is why didn't Piccolo ever become the guardian of Earth? Why did you go grab Dende from fucking Namek?
I always thought that was weird because, like, if Piccolo chose to be the guardian of Earth, then he could fight, and that would make a reason for him to be able to fight. And
well, no, I think okay. So then I see why that didn't happen because Piccolo has to fight. The guardian of Earth does not fight. Kami never fought.
Right, but Kami
never fought. He only
at one point in Dragon Ball, Kami wouldn't defend himself. Mr. Popo would.
Popo was the defender. Kami never fought.
And then Popo stopped defending him. And it's like you didn't even put up a fight. Like when Boo came, when everybody came.
I mean, but that's because there was no there at that point you kind of understand there is no point in fighting. Because now maybe we can try to figure out to stall him out until we can get Trunks and Goten to fuse and then they fight. Because they're the only hope that we got. Like if Popo go up against Boo, he's gonna die almost instantly.
Yeah, but you don't.
Kami had already fused with Piccolo at that time, but you have to keep him alive because if Piccolo dies, then the Dragon Balls go away.
But Piccolo has died since then, and like
when Piccolo died, they had to go to Namek and use the Namek Dragon Balls.
Right, and I get that. Like I watched Dragon Ball Z. Like, I've been down this route. It's just I agree. Like it doesn't make sense that they never used Piccolo as the like guardian of the Earth. Like, bro, you right here. I'm not going to outsource. Or why they don't do more with Oob and have Oob try to train.
After a while, Oob isn't canon.
He is though.
No, Oob is not canon. Oob has never been presented in Dragon Ball. And Dragon Ball Super is canon. GT is not. Goku mentions that there is a person that Kid Buu reincarnated into, but you never see him. And I think you hear his name maybe once, but you never see him.
Spoiler alert, he does return in the manga. So I don't know how that translates into the anime, but in the manga,
I haven't read the manga that far in yet.
All right, so I'm up to date on the manga. Like I more or less have to read the newest issue that dropped, but where I'm at in the manga, he's back. Like he exists as like, so Buu isn't what you think he is. Like Boo's a god, and they never actually put that into play because why Boo's fat? They actually said, "Oh, well, because Boo absorbed someone." No, Boo absorbed a god.
Right, he absorbed the Supreme Kai.
Right. So when he did that, and Boo became good, his essence had to go somewhere because now they split it from the Supreme Kai's essence has to go into this normal person. So when Oob is supposed to be a Supreme Kai in a human form. Because he has
it was the other way around.
Nope.
At the end of Dragon Ball Z, Goku kills Kid Buu and says, "I hope you're reincarnated into," and he's talking about Kid Buu, but Kid Buu has no essence of the Supreme Kai in him because he's already split from Fat Buu.
Right. So the essence of Kid Buu.
So at that point, the Supreme Kai's essence is still in Fat Buu, not in Kid Buu.
They retconned all of that. All of
They
that.
retconned an actual canon Z. I think your manga's not making sense.
I didn't write it. I'm just telling you how it played out. And I can't tell you what the exact circumstances of it to play out was.
I gotta go. I'll read it. I'll go read it.
That's why it played out, because
I got my Shonen Jump app. I'll go grab Dragon Ball.
Hey, man. Go.
Chapter 49 is where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
because they get the Supreme Kai, because the Supreme Kai was the one that trapped Moro.
Yeah.
In his little fucking dimension shit.
Yeah. And when they freed Moro, they had to, so in order to free Moro and to re-trap him, they had to connect Buu to his old self. And in order to connect him to that old Supreme Kai, they had to reach out and find where he was and like where the essence of the Supreme Kai was. And it turns out all of that was in Kid Buu. So when Goku wished to revive him, that all became Oob.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, the manga almost doesn't make sense sometimes.
A lot of times. Because a lot of the shit that you see them do in the manga, it's like, so Goku has a lot of powers that he forgets about and they don't go back to. The fact that like Goku has telekinesis and can like actively talk to people. Because he's
Goku done telekinesis. He's never done that.
Yes, he has.
When?
Remember when he was fighting with Piccolo and he started talking to Krillin? All of that was not taking place in the actual voice. Goku was laid out on one side of like the battlefield and Krillin was on one side. They were talking in their mind.
What fight are you talking about?
The Saiyan fight with Vegeta. Goku gave him all the
Krillin to stop to not kill Vegeta.
Yeah, but he gave him all that instructions telekinetically.
No, Goku was talking. Yeah, Goku's laying on the ground. Krillin is limping over with the sword to kill Vegeta, and no, Goku yells out. He says, "No, don't kill him. I want him to live."
At some point, Goku used telekinesis.
Nah, bro. Goku does not have telekinesis. We'll have to Google that one, bro. I ain't never heard him having telekinesis.
I could have sworn Goku used telekinesis.
Nah. Dende has telekinesis. Dende can talk to niggas from far away. But it even goes so far. Supreme now Goku's talked to people. That's how I know he doesn't have it, because Goku talks to people through King Kai. King Kai has the ability to connect to other people. Goku talks through him. Yeah. But we're way off topic.
Yeah, you're right. I had to look it up. Like Goku never used telekinesis.
Never. He always talks to the King Kai. Another fight that didn't go as planned. When he first met Beerus, Goku first met Beerus. Hey, that wasn't even an him moment for Beerus because like this shit was just so.
But King Kai told him, "Yo, you don't want to take this fight," and Goku was just so gung ho, like, "Nah, bro, I got this one."
And yeah, you're right. That motherfucker put you in the dirt.
You know, one of my like favorite fights was when niggas thought like, I'm gonna go punch you in the face for always telling me what the fuck to do. Edward Elric versus Mustang. When he's like, bro, you ain't nothing but a pencil pusher. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing anyway. What you gonna do? What you got? And he slipped on them gloves and was just like, and he was fucking him up that whole fight. Nothing he could do. And he's just like, yo, like my alchemy should be better. Like, I'm here with it.
Yeah.
Like, nope, nothing you can do against flames. And Mustang was a bad dude. He will come back up in the I'm him moments just because, like, they're fire users and they always get clapped. Fire and electric always, they're these OP powers in anime. And for whatever reason, they always come off like, nah, bro, you gotta go first. Because otherwise, this don't seem realistic. Like, none of us otherwise would be able to hold a candle to that.
Mm-hmm. I can see what you're saying.
Mustang be like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
He was clapping niggas left and right.
But we're gonna have to bring that up, man, on Sunday for y'all, man. So y'all gonna have to tune in on Sunday to the biggest I'm him moments.
Because like we stepping on our own feet on this one. Like
we trying our best to not give away.
But I'm telling you,
the I'm him episode, bro, is gonna be like Ty gonna be here. We might.
Ty's already hyped. Ty's been telling us all week how he's like this and like how he's been prepping for it. Ty noted all the.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in for this shit, man. Make sure y'all join us for that episode.
I got to. That episode gonna be wild, dog. Like we gotta get y'all in the comments. We gotta have people telling us like, yo, y'all forgetting this moment, y'all forgetting that moment. Like, yo, what about this moment? How y'all gonna leave such and such off? Like,
yeah,
there's so many moments.
We're gonna see y'all on Sunday. Make sure y'all tune in.
Yeah.
My niggas be safe in the house. We out.
We out, dog. Enjoy the game.